YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage back in the East Rome campaign, and this is actually being recorded now post-patch. So, of course, the last episode I recorded actually technically had the patch since I was using the build that they gave me to show you the DLC early, so it did have a patch in it. I'm gonna just keep moving some agents up this way too, we're gonna need them. I think I've moved all these armies that I can. I've got one army in Italy, a couple of others that are in that general vicinity. We've got armies in the east here to hold down these provinces, though it looks like this one's still going to be potentially pretty upset, but who knows, over time that may change. It's probably because Zoroastrianism is going strong here. But we are building some stuff that may help that a little bit, so we'll see. Let's see what's going on in Egypt. So we beat back the punks in Egypt, and then I'm busy retraining that army. We're going to need some more money, though, so we're going to need to probably just go ahead and end the turn. We're going to need 10,000 in order to research this bit that gives us the Comes General. So, and it also gives us Armored Sagittari, which is actually pretty cool. Let's see, this is a governor. Gotta start somewhere, so we'll start there. Let's go ahead and end this turn, get some of our money back, and we need to remember to save a little too, since we're gonna have to, in a few turns, pay 10,000 for that final bit of research. And as you can see, the West Romans are getting pooped on pretty badly. I am going to get in and attempt to save their necks to some degree. But at this point, I mean, they have gotten worked over pretty hard. So one by one, though, I'll move in and try and kill some of those stacks. And possibly claim a little land for myself. But we'll see. Haven't seen the Huns in a little while.
My offer is shaped intricately and with great care. Do not dismiss my work.
Well, I don't see what it would hurt for them to marry this really old daughter. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. Since you don't like to give away family for free, let's see if we can get a little cashola out of her. They don't think she's worth 1,300. Alright, we'll accept it. Yeah, I gotta get that Macedonian army taken care of. So many barbarian stacks that are gonna get a butt kicking. Yeah, now you want a peace treaty now that I have an army sitting on your doorstep. It's very convenient, though it's not going to happen. Really? Roman separatists think they're gonna step up to the big leagues, huh? It's too bad they came and attacked me right when I had well, I say it's too bad. Too bad for them. Not too bad for me. My income's actually up quite a bit now, which is interesting. Not sure what caused that, per se. It's, oh, no, wait. Come back. This is the army we need to kill the, Macedonians. I accidentally wasted a bunch of their movement points, but that's okay. We'll go chase down this little Macedonian crap stack that's mostly, it's gonna be mostly
ready for battle.
Mercenaries. So we're gonna move in here and attack.
Victory!
Don't really see how the Roman separatists have just spammed Comitatensis spears. It's not particularly surprising. I could do a night attack and it'd make it really easy, but I can kill both of these stacks with pretty little effort involved, I think. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't see how their Kamita Tensei spears are going to do them any sort of good against my Armored Legio that have some nice chevronage. Coming hardened from the Sassanid wars, they probably will not be very scared of these weak sauce Roman separatists. I'm gonna put my Armored Legio kind of a little bit behind my Levies Amaturi. They might be able to kind of soak some fire and maybe draw out javelins. They'll be a little bit sacrificial in their role, which is probably no big surprise. Being sacrificial in one of my armies is pretty standard business. And I'm gonna put a shock cav and a melee cav on both flanks.
Wiser men would flee before our numbers.
Yes, they would. So they got some Funditores, not a big concern. I mean, the worst thing they could do to me is slow down my charges. Their Kantari doesn't pose much of a threat, really. The worst thing it could do is maybe damage an infantry unit real bad. But, yeah, I mean, if that's the worst thing they do in this battle, it won't be enough to tilt it into their favor. Actually think what I'm gonna do is let's use our Levies Amaturi to push the force in the center, back them up with their spearmen. Let's go ahead and take our Armored Legio, start making our way towards the enemy reinforcements. We'll use 2 cav to support here, and we'll use a couple of cav to support here. I'll try and intercept basically this enemy army coming in. Their cavalry's kind of getting out on its own. One of them is a Jav cav though, so I'm gonna kind of hold off on intercepting them. My troops are gonna get tired a little easier in the snow here, I think. If they don't have any more infantry than that in the center, I'm actually thinking about just moving my cav straight through and getting their skirmishers. Just give an attack order on that Jav cav. Let's actually come in here and kill these units. Let's bring our scout equites up. Yeah, we should be able to waste this Jav cav.
We've revealed their deception. Hidden troops.
I'm gonna actually charge the enemy general with my Cataphractari. I'm gonna have to pull away from this. They are bringing melee cav in behind my Cataphractari, which is not a bad move, but I'll go ahead and surround them with my equites. See if we can kill that guy. Keep attacking the Jav cav. Let's move my infantry on up. Our cavalry's kind of getting all bunched in by spearmen. And I don't particularly have infantry support very close, which is not real good for me here. Kind of a mistake, in fact. I'm gonna actually bring my Equites Promotian on the back of the enemy general here. Let's see if we can kill him, because that'll actually help end this fight pretty quickly.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
Let's go ahead and back off with these javelin men. The enemy general has somehow survived a front charge from Cataphracts and a rear charge at the same time by Equites Promoti. I find that difficult to believe, but the AI is going to actually end up destroying me there in the center, because they've now got javelins firing into the mix. Somehow their general has survived all that, which I find pretty hard to believe. I understand why my cavalry is dead there, because I've kind of mismanaged it here, to be honest, but let's get these units back. Let's get our armored legio. Start pulling in here. I've got some units we need to bring up. Yeah, somehow the enemy general survived all those flank attacks. We're gonna take out those fundatores. Actually got more units wavering over here, which is frustrating. Looks like they've stabilized now, so we're good. Yeah, we lost a little bit of cav there, but shouldn't be too hard to recover from. We're gonna need to outflank this pike unit that's here. I said outflank the pike unit, please. Not, oh crap, throwing the javelins into the back of my own guys, that's a huge mistake. Killing a whole bunch of my own armored legio. Okay, we should now be able to entirely surround the pikemen. Let's use our cataphracts to protect our armored legio here that are about to get rear charged by Contari. Actually going to be a pretty nice rear charge by the Contari, but they are going to get countercharged by my heavier shock calves, so they ought to die pretty quickly, but they are going to take a pretty heavy toll. Let's go ahead and move in here. Yeah, the pikemen are now totally surrounded. We're getting a ton of lag in this blob, so apparently optimization was not tweaked a whole lot in this patch, would be my guess, because it sure doesn't seem to be running any better. And some people were calling for no optimization, assuming that if they optimized it, it means that they just turned the graphics down in the game. I suppose that's a possibility that they could do, but I don't know that we have any reason. Well, some people swear that's what happened in Rome 2, and I don't suppose that I can prove it didn't. But how's this general still alive, really? Worthless Palatina Guard? Let's get in here and destroy this Comitatensis spears real quick.
The enemy general is fallen.
It's about dang time. So 3 cav charges later, we finally killed the enemy general. Definitely a sloppy battle on my part, but at this point I'm not very concerned about it. I mean, it's not going to be hard to recover from. We're in friendly territory. We got plenty of money to retrain anything that dies if necessary. Just so long as we kill the enemies here, it's good. Sorry I haven't gotten you a lot of close-ups in this one. It's because it's an absolute lag fest up in here. I can like see the screen moving slower as I zoom in on it, so yep. So got some Roman on Roman separatist fighting going on here. Somehow some of their units, even with their general routed and completely surrounded, are holding out. Again, seems pretty odd to me since, well, they have another Palatina Guard here. Maybe that's the reason why these units are holding. They may be getting some boost of morale there. Let's just send our cav out here on a chase.
The day is yours.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and end that battle. Ugly but successful. 408 kills on the one cataphract unit. It's pretty impressive. The other one not so much. And then one Equites Promoti racking up 521 kills. We didn't lose any of our units though, which is quite nice. The first army was completely wrecked, the one that was sieging the city, and that'll push the other one back. give me an opportunity to take on recruits to replace the ones that were killed in the fighting. Let's see. Let's actually get this agent up here.
They will soon forget their allegiance.
Not a particularly good agent, but we'll use it to see what we can do.
Not your original order.
Opportune failure. Okay, that army has already moved. We've got quite a bit of money. We need to do a little bit more retraining with this army. Though it looks like Rhegium is just kind of ripe for the taking. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it real quick. Because there's really no defenders per se. And I'm going to sack it for the extra money. And then occupy it. And then we're going to tear down this crap here. Rebuild some of our own stuff. Hopefully the settlement would be somewhat happy because it's around other Romans which are a puppet state. We may not share the same religion though, so it's possible that settlement will still suffer a little bit from public order penalties. Looks like we could levy in some extra Legio Comitatenses or the Western Auxilia Palatina. I might just keep an eye through the different turns and see what becomes available to levy in. So we got that army set. These guys have already moved because, yeah, we need to chase the Macedonians. We have quite a bit of money that we can spend. I know I need to save some of it, but not that much. So again, let's take a look at the provinces where we're turning negative food. We do have poor fertility here, which means that it's probably... I mean, what am I getting? 56 from that field, the wheat field. If I were to convert it to a cattle herd, I'd be getting 60, so slightly better. And let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll do the same thing here. Let's convert that to a cattle herd. And then let's just throw a sheep flock in here. That'll give us an extra bit of food off of this province. We'll see if that's enough. Once we build those and then upgrade more, it may be. Let's take a look at Caucasia because they're in the same boat. It's probably not going to happen here for a while, just due to the nature of this province needing to be rebuilt, basically. So yeah, that's just going to take time, honestly, in that one. Media Atropatene, we have local industry here. Ecbatana, we've got someone. Do we have someone taking care of silk in Ecbatana? We do. I don't know that we need this local industry a whole lot, so let's actually tear down both of those and replace it with something on the coming turns. Spahan is not going to be a real easy one either to turn positive food in, but we can try. Throw a cattle herd in here. Magna Graecia. Yeah, we just took a province here, so... And then down here we've got all these sheep flocks and stuff, which is actually just going to add to the public order penalties that we're suffering from here, which that's going to be a bit problematic. But we're going to get a little help probably from these type of buildings, so we'll see. I might wait to build anything there, so let's go ahead and save the money from this turn. Go ahead and end it.
Ready for orders.
So we got the general here. Replenishment. I guess that's what I'll do. I don't know why I split those two up. What is this guy here? He's a veteran. Well, we can open up raid settlement with that guy. We got a spy that has extra traits here. I want to get down here to assassinate, which we can do on the next upgrade. Poisoned feather, huh? Let's go ahead and throw that in. Once we open up assassinate, it'll help him up. We can assign another provincial governor, which is potentially good for us. I don't know if there's any of them that could really help me in well, actually there is, because as they level up, they can get public order bonuses. So actually we'll assign governor to Spahan. We'll do this guy here that's got pretty much no influence, because he'll be easier to adopt. There we go. And let's jump out of the governor screen. We've only got 4 loyalty on this guy. That's kind of funny. Maybe let's use this lady to secure some extra loyalty there. We got so much influence with our faction leader here. We've adopted a bunch of people with him. I think I'm gonna wait. So let's go to Spahan. Actually, Spahan was not where I was having the biggest issue. It was in Persis. Could I have assigned the governor to Persis? Sure can. And that's what I should have done. So let's actually see if we can Spahan. Let's boot him. Let's find Persis. And let's put this guy in here. Okay. So now we can issue an edict in Persis. +4 to Roman paganism could potentially help, because right now the religious differences may be causing an issue. No, it's mostly immigrants. Well, religious differences is playing a role. So let's see what else we got. Growth +10, that won't really help either. Little extra sanitations. Public order bonus up to +4 from the presence of Roman paganism, but we don't have Roman paganism here at this point, so let's start with that one, and we'll try and conjure up some more Roman paganism so that we can maybe enact the other. Let's see, we could possibly trade with the Jutes. The Sassanid Empire still hates my guts, though it is improving. Still doubt they're interested in trade. They haven't.
I am here, then. Speak your words.
Nah, even though I can offer them everything they need, they don't want to trade. Let's check out trade with the Jutes, potentially. The Jutes are only at war with Macedonia. That's pretty funny.
I look forward to your wisdom, but I trust.
Apparently the Jutes do not like having goods either. So I'm not going to beg AI scoundrels. Don't really feel like that's necessary. Gonna take some nice attrition on that army because it was moving during the winter. I like how the Picts are all the way down in Hispania. The Caledonians now want a peace treaty. Again, if I give them a peace treaty, it's going to also force them to make peace with the West Romans. So I'll go ahead and accept that, so that, you know, I might possibly be able to focus my wars here.
There is a time when warriors must sheath the sword and talk for the good of their people.
So they're at war with the Sassanids, Gassanids, basically all of my client states. Let's make peace with them for now. That'll mean less attacks on the West Romans for the time being, which honestly is helpful. And we can kind of filter out some of the enemies here amongst those who are willing to surrender for the time being.
We come to you in strength.
No.
To speak words
I won't be
of strength.
paying you for peace, that's for sure. I don't need peace that bad.
The spirits tell
Now
us
that's what
that
I'm
we should
talking about
offer
right
you
there.
gold.
Pay up, chumps. I think some of these other factions are starting to fear the Reaper here, the Reaper that's in the form of East Rome.
What I ask is such a little thing, an inconsequential thing, that I almost hesitate to mention the amount.
If you were to offer me money, I might consider it, but
My lord is willing to lay down the sword.
that works for me as well. Get the heck out of my lands and stay the heck out of my lands. So the Maurians are attacking the West Romans. We're going to enter the war on the side of our allies. See what Macedonia does here. Not much, probably. Looks like Attila has sailed off and left their provinces wide open to be retaken by me. And that stinking Roman separatist priest that I've never been able to get rid of is back for more. Looks like all the hostile agents failed. We secured some loyalty on one of those characters, which is good. This Macedonian army can now be caught. It'll probably just run away though, because it's raiding. Actually, I can't catch it on this turn. That's pretty frustrating. Let's go into standard march with these guys, and we'll just come back here and block this Macedonian army in.
Your next command?
That way it can't get away. I'm going to go ahead and try and get these champions back in these armies. Or veterans, whatever they are. And let's just keep, again, moving some spies up over here to support the fight.
Ready for battle.
I thought I had another stack that had... I don't know, we moved them on. They're right here. My bad. So yeah, let's hit Neapolis. There's actually salt there. Be a resource we can take advantage of. We probably already have it, but whatever. So we'll go ahead and take Neapolis. It's not really... Well, we could subjugate the Italians. I'm gonna try it, see what happens.
Is that all?
Because we get payments from them basically at this point, which is pretty nice.
Commander.
Let's convert. We'll leave the jetty alone. I'm gonna tear down the Latin shrine, tear that down as well. It's gonna be... Yeah, Greco-Roman paganism is on the rise here. So we've basically subjugated the Italians, taken care of their two provinces here by subjugating them. They already like me.
Be welcome.
Apparently they preferred to get beaten down rather than fighting. So I'll go ahead and open up a trade agreement and just try and shore that up. Let's see if the Jutes have
Good
changed
and
their mind
noble
yet.
Friend. What an honor you do.
Okay, like I said, I'm not paying you. You're not in a position of power here whatsoever.
Greetings, friend. We will speak together of what...
Just try and get some crazy good economy going here if possible. It's unlikely these guys will want to
We will
trade, but...
gladly listen to your offers, but do not...
Wow. Never mind. Never mind. I can't trade with the Sassanids apparently for some reason now. And now my... Looks like the Sassanids are probably just gonna try and take a dump on me. Oh, actually, yeah, they turned hostile last turn. Ha! That would explain them attempting to take a dump on me. Well, I guess that wasn't our last war with the Sassanids, because they're back, folks, by popular demand. Sassanid doom stacks aplenty. Can actually get... Should I get the horse archers or the scouts? Probably the scouts. Let's go ahead and mercenary up here. And let's get down here and besiege their settlement. This will force the Sassanids to attack me. They have onagers in every stack. How in the world would they possibly afford something like this? They've got 3 stacks here. I'm actually not sure I can beat them all, but actually if I corner camp I probably could beat them all, and I just, well, might do it, but not on this episode because we're out of time. Heir of Carthage signing off for now. See you on the next one for an unexpected revival of the Sassanid Wars.